All right. It's that time. It's time for Beyond Sight and Sound. Let's do this.
Hey boys and girls, we are going to talk about S&W shooters and prospectors. What is S&W shooters and prospectors?
We at S&W Shooters and Prospectors help people find treasure.
Did you say treasure?
Yes, treasure. Just listen to this amazing review from our happy customer, Jackie Sparrow.
Chocolate ship-shape and a pleasure to deal with. I was able to buy everything that I needed at prices that were shillings less than others. I found my 9 pieces of meat in no time. Savvy?
I know you're asking yourself, why should I shop at S&W Shooter and Prospectors?
Chuck Smalley has over 45 years of metal detecting experience. He works with each customer one-on-one to customize their setup to match their skill level.
So if you always dreamt of being a pirate, contact Chuck at S&W Shooters and Prospectors and he'll dig up a great deal for you.
I-Pass and rum not included.
Caution. Please do not operate motor vehicles or power equipment while under the influence of this show. Listening to this show could cause side effects such as bouts of laughter, violent binges of cabin fever, and even dreams of silver and gold. Please be advised. Now that the fine print is out of the way, on with the show. All right. We're back. We're live. It would seem. And it looks like the stream is rolling everywhere that it should, whatever. Something like that. Yeah. All right. Looks like they're all dropping into the chat too. Alan, Scott, Dennis, Bordners, Bills, Chuck. They're all coming through. All right. Well, that's good. I guess that means the tornadoes didn't take anyone away. So let's go back over to the other screen here. And there's Chuck.
How's everybody doing after the round of bad weather that just went through? Oh, we got Mark Hoover in the house. Mr. Hoover.
Mark Hoover? I know that guy.
Yeah.
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 I think Florida was even getting some of that tornado action.
I'll tell you what, down through Missouri, they got hammered. Hammered.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Hello. We got Frankie in the house.
Hey, yeah, there he is.
My friend from Chicago, Alan Landau.
Yeah,
Well,
Emery.
I do know that evidently Dennis said that there's a podcast or something going on detecting the heartland. Is tonight the drawing night? Were they going to draw for that dais?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I know nothing.
I don't either. That's the way I like to keep it.
Right. Yep. They can't blame me for it. Ah, yeah, they're drawing for the dais.
Yep. Good.
Well, good for them.
They're ducks in a row.
Right.
Yep, they're giving her away right now. Well, I hope one of our group wins it.
Well, good luck if anybody bought tickets.
There you go. There you go. But
Hopefully
anyway,
you find out you're a winner.
we dodged a bullet, but woke up to almost 3 to 4 inches of snow on the ground this morning after that.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Jason, we did not get 70 mile an hour here, but there were pockets of 70, 80, and plus that went through. These storms got up to here and kind of not fizzled out, but lost intensity. And that was good. But boy, my heart goes out to them down south. There was, well, the last count is 35 were dead, were killed.
Yeah.
Across the south. Arkansas, Missouri, and Alabama, and Mississippi, and they got the word out too. I mean, they were working it, and still, a lot of those homes down there are modular or they're a lot of trailers, and it just no good.
Yeah, and from everything I saw, it wasn't like the warnings weren't going out. I mean, they were keeping up, trying to keep everybody up to date just as well as they could. It was just there was that much activity.
Yeah. Well, hello, David Riley.
Welcome to David.
Yep. Ours melted today, Alan. Snow's gone.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you can't beat that.
No, it got up to 45 with the sun on it, and it disappeared. I mean, got up, and I'm looking at the yard, and I'm going, man, the sidewalk, it was all melted, and so was the driveway. I didn't have to go out and shovel, but it was hard enough. The grass areas, it covered it pretty good. And we're supposed to get a mix of snow and rain Thursday night, up and down, or Thursday or Friday. But we're supposed to go back to 70. The roller coaster is in effect. Welcome to the Midwest.
Yeah, and boy, I'll tell you what, once we got out from under that cold weather, it warmed up, and it warmed up fast.
Yeah. ORH has a weather report that it was so bad the alien, Sasquatch, and the Chupacabra left. Chupacabras left the vicinity of the trailer parks.
Huh. Now, did they really leave the vicinity of the trailer parks, or did anybody that was in the trailer park that could have reported them left the trailer park?
Yep.
Probably because of the tornadoes.
Yep. Yeah. Barks is in the house. How you doing, Barks? Barks a lot here.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, there you go. Anybody getting out in between the weather changes? I went out the other day for a little while, tuning up to 900, and it was acting up. So I got it charged again, and then it settled down. I don't know what it was doing. I don't know. I thought I had a coil problem.
Uh-oh.
I didn't.
Oh.
No, I checked it out. I tested. Everything's going well. Barb, did you dodge a bullet down there? Hopefully your weather didn't affect you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the crazy thing. Nobody could catch a break with those storms that came across the country.
Man,
And I think North Carolina last night was supposed to get something like 5 inches of rain.
just what they need.
Right. Yeah, we probably haven't even, because to rebuild from all the flooding is a large scale venture anyway. And now we're going to dump that much rain on them again.
Yeah. Barb reports that she went to sleep at 3 a.m. and slept through the worst of it.
I figured she was going to say went to sleep at 3 a.m., woke up on a raft.
Yeah.
That is one advantage of living on the mountain, though.
Cool.
As long as the mountain doesn't come out from under you.
That's right. Yeah, Barks reports they had a group Saturday. Darwin found a Civil War infantry cuff button. Nice one. Good.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. Was you hunting at that Echo Park, Kevin? I think that's what Frank said. He had me go through his machine, make sure the setup was right. Hadn't talked to Frank yet. I don't know if Frank found anything or not. Frank, you're there. Did you find anything, bub?
Looks like Alan got himself a 43 Merc somewhere.
Yep. Silver. We like that.
Yeah. Take it any way you find it.
That's right.
And I had a gentleman contact me wanting to know if I can find a property marker. This one, though, it's a little different for our area. This time, it's a brass rod about 1.5 inches in diameter anchored in concrete.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, there shouldn't be any problem finding that. That thing's going to jump up and club me. But it's for a, I guess he just wants to make sure that the front property marker is where he was recalling it to be, so that when he expands his driveway this summer, he won't be over the line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I can hold off on that for a little bit until I get through all this physical therapy torture.
Yeah. Kevin reports it was too windy to be in the woods. They left the park area and went out to a field, evidently.
They don't call them widowmakers for nothing.
No. Mark Watrous is in the house. Hey, Mark. So
No Day Indian and a button Frank found.
Well, so evidently going through the settings, Frank helped a lot, huh, buddy?
Well, he found an Indian.
Yeah, well, he had a couple things that have been changed that, well, might have affected him. Especially the sensitivity was turned almost all the way down.
Well, that would definitely do that. And what was this on?
That was on his MANTICORE.
Ah.
Memory reports he found a 16D Merc, 2 inches in diameter. Got one of those big reproductions.
Nice.
So, yeah, Frank pulled in. We tuned him up so he could go out.
Good.
Yep.
Can't beat that.
Nope. Clippy says. Ian's out on North Carolina coast, and it's raining there. How's it going, Ian? Stay dry. Other than that, nope, not much to report. Yep, Alan, he occasionally does dig without a fishing pole on the other hand. Talking about Frank.
Although those occurrences may be few and far between.
Yep. Yep, Mark, so you're right. Typical Illinois. 81 day and 3 inches of snow today.
Yeah, crazy.
Yes,
it doesn't make any sense at all.
No, normal. This is normal.
Well, that is true. I mean, for the time of year that we're in, I guess we should just be glad that we got what nice weather that we did.
Right. Well, they must not have pulled the dais yet. I'd seen a name or somebody say something at one in our group. Yeah, you're right, ORH. I did too. Good evening, Mark. He said he's technically challenged tonight on something.
Uh-oh. Well, I don't know. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. That could just be Sunday around here.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Hoover, we got KG and Ringy coming. Hadn't heard back from you and Gary yet, but we do have somebody coming to the hunt. We got Rob Rizzo coming.
The history digger.
The history digger is going to be there, but he's also kind of representing Deus. So we'll see how that works out. Tim's in the house.
I see that. Il Digger.
Yeah. Yeah. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I had quite the conversation with Rob the other day. He was off traveling to wherever his next destination is. That guy he doesn't stop for very long.
Nope.
He likes to stay on the move.
Yep. Yes, he does.
And I believe he's headed back to England again this year.
Yes, he is. We talked about that at pretty good length. He's not hunting the Colchester area. He's going to be north east of there. He told me the name of the area too. Doggone it, I don't remember it.
Right.
So
he says it's been pretty good for him, though. Pretty good for all of them.
Yeah.
Which, nothing wrong with that.
Oh, Tim, that don't sound good. It says his back's tweaked pretty bad right now.
Oh, no. That's not good.
No. Well, we hope the best you get feeling better.
Right. Of course, now that the weather's bad, you got a couple of days you can maybe nurse it back into health. Maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah, we need you back running around with us, Tim. Get your back fixed up. Mark's asking if you got a good chiropractor. Sometimes some of that doesn't take a chiropractor. It takes massage therapy. Get a knot in the muscles and it'll knock you right down.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yep. 5 Mile Relic Hunter, welcome.
Oh, welcome aboard.
Yep. High five. You're right, ORH.
Yeah. Yeah, they seem to be coming right through now.
I wonder if Mark got any of the storms down his way.
I didn't look to see how far into Florida they were or anything, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Yeah, I messed up right shoulder one time, and the chiropractor I have, he didn't do massage therapy. He looked at me. He said, "You ever had acupuncture?" I said, "Nope." So he takes me back to another room, gets me stretched out, and starts putting needles in and that kind of stuff. And he said, "Now you lay here for." He'd run a massage machine on the area, then hit it with needles, and back there about a half an hour. He come in, "How you feeling?" I said, "Okay." I didn't feel much other than that, but you know what? The knot left within a day after that.
Huh.
Back pain's awful, man. I couldn't get my arm up past my ear, and that worked out pretty good. So I've had that twice now. One on my left hip and one on my right upper shoulder area. Seemed to work.
So there might be something to the whole human pincushion thing.
Yeah. Getting in, messing with your electronics.
Right? Well, I mean, at least it worked. That's the important part.
There you go, Ian. I got one at work. He has to work on the swing arm so he can keep detecting. Understood. And you know, while detecting, I don't know if you guys, gals, ever notice, you kind of hunch. You lean forward, that kind of stuff. And you go back, and all of a sudden, you're all like bound up. And so I try to work as straight as I can.
Right. I don't know, though. For some of us anymore, it's the whole getting back up off the ground.
Yeah. I've noticed
Takes
that.
a minute.
Yes, it does. So, yeah, omega-3.
Yeah. And I see where Mark said that they got some rain and some wind, but Mississippi got hit very hard, and boy, did they.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri.
Missouri got hammered.
Yeah.
You got to take a second there.
It was not good at all.
No.
And that, I'm sure many people in the chat were watching the radar and everything, seeing what was coming at them or what had been through areas of people that they knew that lived in those areas. And it was just angry all the way around. That was a big storm cell.
It was huge. And
they'd try to show the like live camera feeds or even the feeds from the storm chasers, and every now and then the feed would just drop. The wind or the hail or even tornado or debris or whatever would just knock the feed out.
Right. Hello, Randy DeMario. How you doing? He's in the house.
Welcome to Randy.
Yeah, we've got a good crew on tonight.
And I've noticed too, since it seems like I've gotten everything kind of smoothed out, you don't seem to have any issue getting into the studio.
No.
I wouldn't think that would have had anything to do with it, but
Well, I haven't had any camera glitches, voice glitches, anything.
knock on wood, I guess.
So
It's working.
it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's working until the next upgrade. It doesn't help it any.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
say all
definitely.
these updates that you got to download, and it's like it messes with things for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no good.
Yeah.
Yep. And we were checking with a number of people as well after the storms, seeing if they were all okay or not, or seeing if they had posted up anything. And
Right. Dennis is reporting to me that I need bubbles again. I never figure that one out.
that was pretty comical that evening.
Yep. Yeah.
Bubbles and rain, fireworks.
Yep. It's RH. He says he's Irish. My shovel's my shillelagh. You better paint that green then.
There you go.
Yeah, Shannon, we were down in the basement for almost 3 hours. They just kept blowing that siren.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when they finally started to issue the tornado watches and everything here, I think they said that was, I think that tornado watch ran for 9-10 hours.
Yeah. Well, good luck on breaking your silver drought there, Randy. He says he's stuck on 6 for the year.
Well, it sounds like he started off well, and maybe once weather starts to cooperate again, he can keep up in that count.
Right.
All we can do is try.
Getting ghost signals, Emery? That's different. Sometimes, and I'll tell you what can cause that. Now, I don't know if it's still going on for you on a ghost signal. If there was still a little frost here and there in the ground, pockets of it, I've had that happen.
Yep.
Even from dry to wet ground, you'll get occasionally very wet area. A little bit of that.
Or if there was, which I don't know, I haven't heard of that issue in a number of years now for MineLab machines, but there for a while, if there was dew on the ground and you had a crack in your coil housing, it could start to act erratic or give you ghost signals.
Yep. So hopefully I can get out for a little bit here. We've been busy up until this point, chasing brush fires and things like that and other calls. With the brush
Well,
fire,
let's hope that there's no danger of that now.
I think it's over with for a while. We're supposed to get
Right.
more this week. We had that good snow that blanketed the area. We only got about 1/8 of an inch, if that, of rain with those storms that went through here.
Really? Huh.
We didn't get a lot of rain. We just got wind and dust.
Well, it looked like it was dropping plenty in other areas.
Yep. So You got about a half inch down there on Shannon. It was not a heavy rain event. High wind, lightning, that kind of stuff. So
I'm going to guess that we probably got at least that much here, maybe more. But with all the wind, it was hard to tell. I mean, when I looked out the window after I had noticed that it had finally quit raining,
yep.
the walks were dry because, you got all that wind. It's like being in a wind tunnel. So it dried things out pretty quick.
Well, Barks wants me to go to their club hunt. Where's it at, Barks?
Oh. When is it at?
Yeah, he says he's got
Oh, Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Send us the info there, Barks.
Yeah. Signals won't disappoint.
Nope.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
Nope. So, anyhow. Yeah, 5 Mile it did. They showed some of those wrecks and those dust storms. Oof.
Chillicothe, Three Sisters Park.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that. I'm familiar with Chillicothe. What time, Kevin? Jason, I take that coil cover off a lot and clean it. It does. Yes, that's just something that's automatic.
Standard maintenance, basically, standard cleaning.
Before I put it away, I take it off. After I got back from being in Aruba, I took it off, cleaned all the sand out. Yeah, it does pay.
And some people would be surprised. You wouldn't think you could get that much sand between the coil cover and the coil, but they'll hold quite a bit.
That sand down there is kind of fine anyway.
Uh-huh.
It really builds up in there. In fact, midweek.
Yeah, it'll get into everything.
Yeah, midweek I took it off. Okay. Well, does Frank have other plans, Kevin? Anyway, Frank?
Yeah, what's up with that?
What's going on? Maybe I can make it. We'll see. We'll see.
Is this park near a lake, so they didn't invite Frank or something?
That could be. Frank could just say the hell with it and go fishing.
More for everyone else to find.
Yep. Check for a penny. Actually, dimes fit better, Mark. Not that I know anything about that.
Nope.
No.
I know nothing.
Nothing at all, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. Somebody had that problem once.
I know nothing.
Nope. So anyway, that's about all I got to talk about. We got Rizzo coming. Hopefully we get Mr. Hoover and Mr. Penna in the fold to come to the swing into summer hunt.
Oh, I think it may be a good possibility. They're probably just waiting to see how how everything unfolds. I don't know that they've planned much past May yet.
I'm lucky to remember May's on the way. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. The way they got me running through all this physical therapy, I'm doing good just to keep track of what's going on this week, let alone May.
Right.
I'll be doing great to make it to next month.
Yep. No, Barb, not that I. Treasure Hunt of the Carolinas. Which Carolina is it in, Barb? North or south?
I want to say that's North Carolina.
Oh, Blacksburg, South Carolina. Are you going, Barb?
Okay.
If you do, you give us a report when you get back.
Right.
Yep. So, yeah, Mr. Hoover, that would be nice if you could.
Yeah.
You're taking the reservations, Emery, April 1st, the way I understand it. April 1st for the park. So, you guys get yourself lined up. Yep. So,
And it sounds like Mark's saying that they're trying to get swing into summer worked in there.
good. I'd like to see those boys up here. We'll have a lot of fun.
Oh, and they always seem to get a kick coming up
Yep.
there.
Yep. I got to make it back to a Florida hunt with Mark and his club again.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years.
Yes, it is.
Of course, now this year it's in Mississippi.
Yep.
But that's okay.
I got John Burrell in. How you doing, John?
Well, welcome aboard to John.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know with the treatment, the weather, and the physical therapy. It's still got me a little wore down, but we're starting to finally get back on the winning side of it, I think.
Right. Tim, Swing in the Summer is in Hampton, Illinois. East Moline, Hampton border.
Yeah.
Yep. And right off the interstate, about 2.5 miles. South.
June 20th and 21st.
Yep.
And all of the sign-up information is located over on the Illinois Iowa Treasure Hunters Facebook group for those that
Right.
are on Facebook. And
it's not terribly expensive. Your early bird's 65, I think. Day of's 85.
sounds about right. Somewhere right around there, yeah.
And we got quite the crew coming, and it'll be a lot of fun. Meet and greet at Logger House, right across the street from the park area. Also, that park area is bordering on the westernmost battleground of the War of 1812.
And the site of an old ferry boat crossing.
Yep, amongst other things.
And the Illinois Iowa Treasure Hunters have retained all 4 pavilions.
Yep, and the 2 pavilions have a road between them that wise out and is actually a launching ramp to the Mississippi River. You're right on the river there. It's actually a slough that comes back, but you can look down. You're just below Lock and Dam 14 at Hampton, and you got LeClaire, Iowa. You can go to Antique Archaeology if you want. You can go visit that. In the Quad Cities, there's a lot going on.
Right. Yep. And for where that is, I know some people had asked in the past. Quad Cities International Airport is probably the closest one to fly into if you're
Yes,
flying.
it is. It's actually
Maybe, what, 20 minutes away?
Yep. Yep. You betcha.
So that's not bad at all.
No.
And there's
Plenty
camping.
of actors to give out.
Yeah.
Good
And there's
points to be found. Fun and fellowship and raffles and just a good
potluck lunch.
Yep. We got Chef Frank Juarez doing the hot dogs. Brats, whatever they throw together that day. So
Right. That's
bring some chips and dips with you, and we'll have a good lunch and a good day to hunt. And we'll be raffling gold off. Shannon reports she's already got her tickets. We know the sales have been going pretty well. They had a little glitch with it right at the beginning.
Yeah, but they got that taken care of pretty quick.
Yep, that's all taken care of. And they accept PayPal, or you can send a check in the mail.
Yep.
It's all wrote out for you right there if you don't want to work PayPal or credit card.
Yep. Or you can even do it day of, I guess.
Yep. But then the price goes up.
Yeah. Yep. You will pay more at that point, day of.
Yep.
But if that's what people are comfortable with, then that's what they're comfortable with. But hey, you can't beat the early bird deal.
No.
I mean, Swing into Summer, it's always been a very well-ran event, very friendly event, and notoriously one of the lower fee events.
Excuse me, yes.
And you do get a lot for your money.
We like to get it out there, and there'll be some other things. Stuff's coming together and being added, and we'll have plenty to give out.
Yeah.
I saw that, Shannon. That was a nice $2.50 gold piece he found. Indian. So.
And there's at least 10 silver dollars out there in the form of tokens at Swing into Summer.
Yep, and there may be more added.
Right.
More
you just never know. And they're nice ones.
Cool.
Definitely nice ones.
So we'll have a good time, a good day on the riverbank. And there's an outside chance I haven't heard back that we have some special guests coming in, and
right.
There is a gold pan contest sponsored by Mine Lab.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We'll be going again.
Be some gold pans and some concentrates up for grabs, maybe.
So there you go. But and maybe another contest. We're working on that.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody occupied and busy in place, and there's open hunting. Yeah, actually, that's a very good site down along that riverbank to hunt. And if not, you'll get a lot of lead sinkers.
Yeah, but you may find yourself surprised and get a seeded coin or
bust.
Maybe even older, yeah.
bus coins that come up and some earlier ones, and silver dollars were found natural there. That's an old spot, the old ferry boat crossing and that kind of stuff that was there. Landing for a steamboat, landings.
Right. And
a good day on the river.
From what I hear, it's quite the scenic area, too.
It's very nice. Go to Linawake Park, go up on the bluff and overlook the river and hillside. And actually, that particular park, it's State Park, they let you detect in it. You got to check in with the ranger. And you can't dig in the natural area now, but they used to have an amusement park there. Down on the other side was a toboggan hill, and they had rope tows for skiing. And that area there's stuff to be found. There's still one good toboggan hill left, and the rest is all growing back up natural. So there's hunting right around you, even down at the campgrounds.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the other thing. They got
for you right there.
They got camping. There's obviously hotels and restaurants nearby.
Rapid City, Illinois. There's a restaurant in there, Brothers. You put out a heck of a meal. Put out breakfast in the morning instead of, it's just 3/4 of a mile, 3/4 of a mile to a mile north of the bridge.
Wow.
So, good food to be had.
Well, it sounds like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good time.
And do you remember, I know we've mentioned it before, but I can't recall right off the top of my head, just how many acres is this park?
Well, you've got Heritage. There's 2 parks connected.
Right.
Probably that one's 120 acres stretched out with the 2. Maybe a little more, a little less. I'm not sure. Then you go to Linawake, and then Fisherman's Corners, and all that ties in there. That thing's big. That's 400 acres. It's got cross-country bike path through it, jogging paths, walking trails. It's been used for a long time.
Right.
And there's a couple smaller parks up in the area that are old, but I'm not going to tell you where. I'll let you figure that out. There's a couple of them I still kind of hunt. I've pulled some good stuff. Well, one in the area I've gotten half dimes, large cents over the years, seededs, pretty old stuff.
And I don't
found my 2-cent token was in one of those parks.
And I don't remember if we've mentioned that before or not. When does the early bird end?
You know what?
That's a good question, huh?
Good question. I do not know. I do not know.
Might want to get it done sooner rather than later, just to be on the safe side.
Right. Good question.
Bill.
Frank Juarez, being the vice president at large that's in our group here, should know that.
Right. Everybody's turning to Frank now, I see. Question mark, question mark.
Frank's going, what?
Right. Well, I don't know. Don't ask me.
Mark, yes. And that was a long time ago. And at first, I just thought I had a seeded quarter until I went home and looked at it, and mine was worn quite a bit. And that was 79 or 80 when I found that. And just last year, one of my customers and wife's cousin found one down in Missouri that was drop dead gorgeous.
Ah.
Randy Day.
Frank's notes are out in his car. They don't do much good out there, Frank.
You got to know Frank.
Right, yeah.
Everything is in his car or truck. So he's got it when he leaves. He's got it right there.
Right. And we've actually had some people on the show in the past, Mark, that have found multiple 20-cent pieces.
I found one.
Yeah, they're a little tough to run across. Now, granted, I mean, you're talking they may have found or been involved in finding 2 or 3 over 4, maybe 5 decades of hunting. So they're tough to come across. I mean, they weren't.
What'd they have? A two-year history?
Yeah, I was going to say they weren't real widely dispersed to begin with.
It's kind of like they didn't get accepted, like Susan B. Anthony Dollars didn't get.
Yeah, they didn't catch on.
No. And TREMEs.
Right.
And they actually minted TREMEs a lot longer, but not in great numbers as the year went on.
Yeah, still not in great quantities or anything. I mean, not like, say, an Indian head penny or something.
Yeah. Well, Dennis says he's got 36 acres between the two areas in where the hunt site is, but that's
nice.
Not including all the park land between Fisherman Quarters or Corners, Illiniwek Park. I mean, it's just dotted with nice areas.
Right.
It's actually Illiniwek's actually a forest preserve too. Because there used to be a Ferris wheel there, carousel. Can't remember.
Quite the happening place.
Yeah. Well, ORH, all I'm going to tell you on the new product announcement that Nock is bringing with them is you got to come listen.
Again, I know nothing.
I know nothing. So, all I'm saying, Barks, I have one for more than that time. One.
Right.
1-1. And it was back in the day. We didn't have all this connectivity. And I looked at it. Oh, I got a seated quarter. Threw it in the pouch. Went back home. And finally, when I was washing it, Jill's standing there. She says, that's not a quarter. I said, no, it's a 20-cent piece. Well, that's pretty cool. And what did I have to look it up in? Was a red book.
There you go.
You know, and
yeah, because without some sort of reference like that, a lot of people wouldn't even know what they were looking at.
Right.
Because you don't see them posted up in the groups or anything very often because they don't pop up very often.
No.
But they are definitely an interesting coin.
Yep. Mark just printed up a blurb on it there, 1875 to 78. But basically, they only put out so many. Something about quarter hoarder on his live show. It was a failure due to confusion. Same way with that Susie B dollar. They were sliding like quarters.
Yeah.
Machines weren't accepting them. It created a mess.
Yep, for some people. Actually, there for a while when Susan Beast could be found quite regularly in circulation. I used to run a small vending company, and it was really surprising the number of them that would turn up in vending machines because people would mistake them for a quarter. Swansea's in the house.
Yep, he made her, and he's probably been sitting back listening.
Right? But yeah, they are definitely a different coin for sure.
Frank put in. Frank, are you going? So am I, Barks. It's one of the elusive ones I've had half cents.
Yeah, they. I don't know. There again, it's not that they're not out there to find. They don't turn up very often.
There you go, Barb. A Trime or a Real. That's fun.
Nothing wrong with that. Maybe this year's the year.
You never know.
Yep. When you find one of them trimes, though, oh boy, you kind of wonder at first. They're so teeny tiny.
Yep. Weather permitting, Frank. That's the big. Do I want to drive that far if it's raining? I don't know. I'm just like anybody else. So.
Yep. And just like a lot of these other events, it's rain or shine.
Well, Janet, have a good night. She's signing out. She got to take care of a dog. Understood.
Yeah, I'm sure you can relate with that. You probably got one waiting for you, too.
Yeah, she was out before the show, so. Hope. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, and here Swansea pops in right about the time we're fixing to get out.
58 and a 30% chance of rain. Well, if I show up, it'll probably be 34 snowing.
Well, it's a wonder it's not here. It's only 36 here right now.
Right. So anyway, that's about the end of the story for tonight. Mr. Hoover, I'll be giving you a call to chat anyway.
There you go.
Yeah. So keep the irons in the fire, you know.
Right.
Take care, Randy. Don't forget, get signed up for the hunts. We got to get you signed up on Swing in the Summer. We got to get you signed up for the great non-Chicago, Wisconsin hunt. I don't know what to call that anymore.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's Chicago Dig Fest, but it's in Wisconsin and never has been in Chicago.
Not really. Well, close. It's close when you're on the beach. Close.
If you ask them, they would tell you close enough.
That you'll ever get to go to. The boys run a good hunt.
Yeah, they do. And there's some great guys out there, too.
You betcha. They got a good club. They work hard. You betcha. Dig, 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 Dennis.
Right.
Oh. Well, I'm going to get out of here, my good friend. you get feeling good there after that infusion and that kind of stuff. And don't forget, be safe.
You do the same.
Thank you, sir. Have a great night.
We'll see you, Chuck.
See you, my friends. Bye-bye.
So yeah, those that do use Facebook, you can find the post that gives you all the information as far as sign up for Swing into Summer, early bird pricing, all of that stuff, dates, so on and so forth, in the Illinois, Iowa Treasure Hunters Facebook group. I imagine as we progress along, we'll have a flyer that we can share, and we'll see what we can do to get it worked in as the thumbnail on the show or the podcast or something like that. We'll have it up there somewhere. Either way, it has been a long, rough weekend, and it doesn't sound like this week's going to be any better for me. So I think we're going to roll on out of here too, but hopefully everyone is recovering well from being in the path of the storms, and they're staying safe and staying dry. We'll catch you the next time around. Have a wonderful evening, folks. We're out of here. We sure are glad you found us here tonight. Thanks for dropping by and joining in. If you like metal detecting, treasure hunting, gold prospecting, or even entertaining discussion, check us out Wednesdays and Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern, on your favorite podcast distribution services.